your nose if you don't listen. This is how it
Yes.
works in the real world.
Yes.
You have the lessons. You need to listen to the guidance the first time around because it's going to
Yes.
come. This is how
Yes.
it works,
Yes. If you don't listen the first time, it will come again. And the thing is I believe it's tough love of spirit,
Yeah.
tough love of the divine, because Most High was trying to awaken me earlier before my NDE about self-love, self-care, about not dealing with toxic relationships. And I'm like, toxic relationships? I'm thinking
Oh,
it was me, I had to learn about domestic, like when somebody domestic violence, it's because I'm allowing this behavior because I'm choosing people that are treating me this way. I don't
yeah.
need to be around these types of people. Like I had to go through, I was like I didn't know anything. I was just like, what? And I definitely had to give myself grace and like forgive myself, because there comes a point where we have to take accountability for like the part we had in it, even
Oh,
if it
yeah.
was subconscious and you didn't know, you
Oh,
know?
yeah. I was in, similar situations and I had to realize, okay, I don't love myself. I don't value myself. I don't have any self-worth. Therefore, I allow this behavior. I choose people who reflect this behavior to me. I put myself in situations that reflect this thing
Right.
to me. So it's me.
Yeah, you
And
could call
that,
my NDE the fall on the face. Would you say it? I fell and hit my nose. That was my NDE. I fell and hit my nose, and Source was like, "You gonna listen now?" And I'm
you
like,
have to listen now.
"Oh."
You have to listen now. You have to. You literally died. Jeez. you know?
But that says something about God's love, because
Yeah.
God chased me in that moment.
Mm,
God chased me because God knew the impact that I could have for humanity, the
oh, yeah.
light and the love that I have to bring to humanity. Because there's a lot of people that choose not to listen to God, and then they don't even hear him anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I was choosing not to listen, and God was like, "Oh, no, 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 no. We had a contract. Excuse me, ma'am,
hmm
miss, you're gonna fall on your damn face. You're gonna need me to help you out."
Oh, yeah. He's always there, always providing for us, always being there, just being there and loving us unconditionally. And that's one thing I try to do every day is just find a peaceful moment in my day to just thank God for creating me, right? Like, thank you for making me the way you did because you gave me all of the skills and capabilities and characteristics and traits and personality that I need to thrive in this life and to do the things you told me to do. Like, thank you for making me me the way you did in the exact organizing of everything. Like, you knew what you were doing when you made me, and all your attention is on me. Like, how much more loved can I be? And sometimes I just get so overwhelmed in that realization that if God's attention was not on me right now, I would cease to exist. And I just
Wow.
want to burst into, like, I don't know, like tears of appreciation that He loves me so much, that I am as perfect as anything He's ever made, you know?
That was so deep. That was so deep and beautiful what you just said. Wow. Because God being spirit, right? And spirit being your breath, like literally if God's attention wasn't on us, we wouldn't have any life, animation, no breath, nothing,
Right,
you
right.
know.
And that's the physical aspect of it. And if you think of the energetic aspect of it, if I leave my body and I too am in spirit, everything that exists because of God. It's part of all that is.
Mhm.
And so if it didn't exist, and if it was part of non-existence, that means it doesn't exist. That means God's love and attention is not on you. You do not exist. That's the only thing that creates God's attention and intention for you to live, to be. If you are,
Yeah.
then God's attention is on you. His love is with you.
I just heard spiritual banishment.
Ooh,
Yeah, because when God's attention is not on you and you don't exist, you're spiritually banished. You're dead.
you cease to, there's nothing. You cease to exist. And not even nothing, because nothing is something. It's literal
Uh-huh.
non-existence,
Yeah.
you know.
And that's what it means to be separate,
Oh yeah. Imagine
right?
that pain.
This is not written in a book. This is straight
No, it's
word of
not.
knowledge. It's straight word of knowledge from divine. And it's like when God's attention is on you, it's because you're one with God,
Oh yes, I love that.
right? There's that
Yeah.
connection, that
Yeah.
oneness with God. And whenever his attention is not on you, therefore you are separate. And that's what it means to truly die. When you're separate from God, that means you're dead. That's why on the book cover, when Mark had said, put, we never truly die.
Mhm.
That's when you're, because your spirit is continuing to live, right? But if
Mhm.
you are
Oh
in
yeah.
separation from the one, if you are in separation from the one, if you don't have a connection with the divine, if you're not actively making a connection with
Mhm.
source, right? If you're not making it important to you to have a connection with source, therefore your attention is not on source, and source's attention then is not on you. You're separate from God. You're not animated. You're
Mm,
spiritually banished. You're spiritually dead.
I hear you.
Non-existence, if you're not existing, you're spiritually dead. And I think that's what people are more afraid of when it comes to NDEs. When people are talking death, I think that's what they're afraid of. I don't even think they're actually
Yeah,
scared of dying. I think they're scared
it
of
is
this
so.
spiritual death.
It is so. It is so, because I also at a stage believed that maybe when you die, because I didn't know for sure, I never died, right? So I thought maybe when you die, you cease to exist. You just nothingness. You just, gone forever. Um, but that's not the case, because even people who are murderers and killers and rapists and this and that, God loves them too. Like God's love and attention is on everyone all the time, whether you are physical or non-physical, whether your attention is on God or not, because
Come
that is
on.
what God's unconditional love is.
Come
He
on.
says that I will love you so unconditionally that even if you choose to believe that I don't love you or I don't exist or whatever it is, you are allowed to believe that. That's how much I love you. You will in the end find the truth, because you have to die. We're all gonna.
You know
And
what I
then you'll
just
know.
heard? I just heard this is unconditional love. This is the ultimate love connection. Like you said, like whether they see God or not, God is still loving them,
Yeah,
because it's the ultimate love connection, meaning God can connect with all people wherever you're at. You just
yeah.
have to connect. Lighthouse Delphi.